It's a close-run thing between what inspires the greater passions on this island, racing or politics. But it's clear a win is just as satisfying in an election as it is in the course. There are 18 constituencies in Northern Ireland. The DUP holds almost half of those seats, and like all of the other parties, they've been studying the polls.
Madam, thank you.
In a very tight election, the Democratic Unionists believe they could be in a strong position to make a deal with any party hoping to form a government.
Well, I think the DUP is recognised as one of the pivotal players in a hung parliament. Our position is very clear. We will do the best deal for Northern Ireland and the country as a whole, and that will be with either the Conservatives or the Labour Party.
Come on, lads and ladies, winning each way.
In Northern Ireland, people still tend to vote along tribal lines. So those who see themselves as British, they tend to vote for unionist parties, and those who see themselves as Irish, they tend to vote for nationalist or Republican parties. And sometimes that can lead to negative campaigning, because even if somebody's candidate doesn't get through, they don't want the other side to be a winner.
And to try to win more seats, the two biggest unionist parties have agreed a pact in a small number of constituencies. But that's angered nationalists.
I think it's reprehensible. I think it's irresponsible, because what a unionist pact is, indeed what any pan-nationalist pact would be, is a sectarian headcount.
However, the issue of Northern Ireland's very place in the UK remains a big campaigning issue.
Well, I'm a unionist, and I see no profit in the majority of our 18 MPs being non-unionists, and that was and remains a real danger.
The political race here is often seen as a straight contest between what some call the orange and green, unionists and nationalists, and that's difficult for parties which rely on cross-community support.
Well, I think people tend to go back to the orange and green as a form of distraction politics, because actually a lot of our parties are very weak when it comes to real policy.
But not all winners claim their prize. As Irish Republicans, Sinn Féin refuse to sit in the British Houses of Parliament, and they insist there's no chance of that changing.
It would be a clear disaster if the Tories get back in. I don't think they're going to get back in. I think the SNP are going to make the difference in this vote.
And potentially you could be part of that difference.
Well, we don't want to be part of what's happening in the British Parliament.
Politics is unpredictable. But in this election, a lot could be riding on the results in Northern Ireland. Chris Buckler, BBC News at Down Royal Racecourse in Lisburn.